basic electronics, helping you understand resistors, capacitors, and inductors. Electronic circuits are constructed using various components. Three of the most common ones are resistors, measured in ohms, capacitors, measured in farads, and inductors, measured in henries. We'll describe the purpose and application of each of these, and I'll use the notation where V is voltage, noting that some authors use E instead of V. We use I for current, measured in amperes or amps, and we'll look at voltages and currents for these components in series and in parallel. Resistors. A resistor impedes the flow of both DC and AC currents. Here's the schematic where R is the resistance in ohms, delta V or V1 minus V2 is the voltage drop in volts, and I is the current flowing through that resistor in amps.
Hey Doc, this seems similar to pipe flow and minor losses.
That's right, Jack. A lot of people use this analogy. The resistor is analogous to a minor loss like an elbow. Voltage is analogous to pressure. Both drop across this component, and current is like volume flow rate. In both cases, it stays constant through the component.
Thanks, Doc.
The relationship is that a 1 ohm resistor with 1 volt across it has a current of 1 amp flowing through it. As in all my videos, I use square brackets for units, so in terms of units, a volt is an ohm times an amp. At any instant in time, Ohm's law holds, delta V equal IR, and this is valid for both DC and AC signals. Time is not a factor in circuits that contain only these ideal resistors. If we have n resistors in series, as sketched here, the total resistance is just the sum of all of them, and the same current flows through each resistor. If we have resistors in parallel, the total resistance is the reciprocal of the sum of the reciprocals, and the total current is the sum of all the branch currents. Capacitors. A capacitor stores and discharges electric charge. A capacitor blocks DC current. It's like having a switch that's turned off. But high-frequency AC currents will pass through a capacitor, kind of like a switch that is on, although there is some impedance. Here's the schematic. C is the capacitance in farads, but farad is a really large unit, so most capacitors are measured in microfarads. Again, delta V is the voltage drop, and I is the current. The relationship is that a 1 farad capacitor with 1 volt across it stores 1 coulomb of charge. In terms of units, C equal F times V. And don't confuse this C with the italicized C, which is the symbol for capacitance. The fundamental capacitor equation is I equals C dV dt. Some people call this Ohm's law for a capacitor. Current flows through a capacitor only if the voltage across it is changing. You can see that clearly here with this derivative. So unlike resistors, time is a factor with capacitors. For capacitors in series, the total capacitance is the reciprocal relationship, but the current is the same through each capacitor. For capacitors in parallel, C total is just the sum of all the components, and the total current is the sum of all the currents in each branch. If you compare, you'll see that capacitors and resistors have kind of opposite behaviors. Inductors. An inductor impedes AC currents, but allows DC currents to flow. An inductor is also called a choke, and they're often used in filters since they impede AC currents. Here's the schematic for an inductor. It's kind of like a coil. L is the inductance in henries, and the voltage drop and the current are similar to the others. The relationship is that a 1 Henry inductor has a 1 volt drop across it when current changes at the rate of 1 ampere per second. Again, in terms of units, V equal HA over S. The fundamental inductor equation is V equal L di dt. This equation comes from Faraday's law of induction. And again, because of a time derivative here, voltage drops across the inductor only when current is changing with time. So as with capacitors, time is a factor in circuits with inductors. For inductors in series, the total inductance is the sum of all the components, and the current is the same through each component. For inductors in parallel, The total inductance is obtained from that reciprocal relationship, and the total current is the sum of all the currents. These series and parallel inductor equations are similar to those of resistors and opposite to those of capacitors. In summary, resistors impede both DC and AC currents, and time is not a factor. Capacitors block DC currents and impede AC currents, but let high-frequency AC currents go through. Time is a factor. Inductors, on the other hand, let DC currents through, but impede AC currents, and time is again a factor. The equations for resistors and inductors in series and parallel are similar to each other but opposite to those of capacitors. A fundamental understanding about resistors, capacitors, and inductors is necessary for the design and analysis of electrical circuits, and many integrated circuit chips contain within them these three basic electronic components.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos.
1, 2, 3. That's all there is to it.